Hello, HYSTOphiles. We are posting this episode a little bit later than normal due to the holidays and some other issues that have been going on, but I am very excited about this episode and the next one because Keith and I got to record in person together on these episodes. So, without further ado, here is episode 218.
Good. Latu, Barada, Nikto. Latu, Barada, Nikto.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
Hey everybody, welcome to HYSTO episode 218, and the next two episodes, we are so excited. I am actually sitting right across the table from Keith Carcino.
Just like old times, man. It's nothing better than being able to talk about movies we're in person.
Yeah.
Not separated by thousands of miles of land and water. So
we're not Zooming. We're actually sitting across the table from each other. It's so cool.
It's so great.
Also, Keith, like I said just a minute ago, seeing your wife and daughter just now, it was awesome. It was just so cool to see everybody.
Oh, man, it's so heartwarming to see all
wonderful.
each other in person again. It's just great. It's
so
just
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what's new, what's been entertaining us lately. You go first.
All right, so this movie I saw when I was younger, and I saw it again. Have you seen the movie called Spun from 2002?
Spun? S-P-U-N?
S-P-U-N, called Spun. It stars Jason Schwartzman, John Leguizamo's in it, Brittany Murphy, the late great Brittany Murphy.
I love
in
her.
It. Mickey Rourke plays this.
Oh my God!
He's like this drug. It's a movie about drugs.
Oh, you know what? I have heard about this, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll put that on the docket for you to watch later.
Okay,
I did watch it.
Like another movie that we're going to talk about in the next episode.
Say, similar to one that we're going to talk about very soon. We'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, that one is one. I haven't really been up to too much. I have been traveling. I'm visiting Austin right now. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
Oh yeah, actually, you're in my house. So yeah.
It's a departure from the norm, at least what we've come to know as. But like I said, I'm just so happy to be here. It's so special to be able to sit here and to see you in person, have game night, and just be friends again.
This is the best. Friends always.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
no way, no
friends
distance
always.
Can take that away.
But to see you in person is just a real thrill and a treat. And I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Your family.
Exactly, fam. How about you? What's been entertaining you?
Well, I watched Wicked like 2 more times.
That's on my list. I will be watching that soon. Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I went with one of Rick's old workmates and dear friends, Debbie Barrera. We went and saw it at IMAX.
Oh, cool.
And it was like, wow.
Cool.
It was wow. And it was hilarious because there were so many gay male couples there. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there are certain moments when we all just screamed.
Exciting.
Last weekend, Rick's cousin Lisa, who is like a sister to me,
right,
and her son Lindsay, they came to spend some time with me, and we had a vampire weekend.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice.
We went to see. We went to see the new Nosferatu.
What'd you think of it?
I was not that.
Okay.
They liked it. I didn't like it.
I haven't even seen the original back.
Well, we watched the original that morning before we went. The old silent version.
Do you think watching the original impacted your ability to enjoy the new one?
No, I just don't. Okay. I was just because I know the original.
Right.
I just found the new one kind of dull,
really?
And I thought the acting was over the top. It was like, really? However, the day before that, Lindsay had us watch this French movie, and I think it came out. It came out in 2023, and it's called The Vour de Lac. And it's French, so you got to read subtitles.
Okay.
But it was, to me, so much better than the new Nosferatu.
It's a vampire-style movie, too?
It's a vampire movie,
Okay.
and it was fascinating. I don't know how they did this, because the main vampire, I'm like, that can't be a person in a costume because it's too skinny. And yet it moved like a real person and talked. It was just it was amazing.
I'm gonna have you write that one down for me later.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Cool. Okay.
And you can watch it on that site that you shared with me.
Okay, great.
Look movie too, whatever.
Too?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because
nice.
that's where I found. Where I found it.
Okay.
I just thought it was great.
So even better than the new Nosferatu by far.
To me, by far. Yeah,
okay.
the new one. Yeah. So anyway, so that's my new stuff. Okay. And since we're actually this episode is going to be it's going to be loading a little late than normal just because the holidays and everything we've had and all you're traveling and everything.
Yeah, that happens.
But we are going to record another episode later today, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But for now, let's move on to our movie that I suggested for you to watch.
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yes, from 1951. And now there is a remake of this, and I think it came out in 2002.
I saw that.
Keanu Reeves was in it. He played the main the alien.
Okay, same plot. So
same story, but not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad, but to me, this not as good as this one. Yeah, to me, this one just. And of course, there's nostalgia involved here too, because I watched this as a kid on TV.
Yeah, that has an impact.
So let's move on to The Day the Earth Stood Still.
All right.
We interrupt this program to give you a bulletin just received from one of our naval units at sea. A large object traveling at supersonic speed is headed over the North Atlantic toward the east coast of the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Drew Pearson. We bring you this special radio television broadcast in order to give you the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon, the arrival of a space ship in Washington. The Army has taken every precaution to meet any emergency which may develop. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, I think something is happening.
I came here to give you these facts. But if you threaten to extend your violence, this earth of yours will be reduced to a burned out cinder.
But he's a robot. Without you, what could he do?
There's no limit to what he could do. He could destroy the earth. All vehicles, close in. Let's go.
The movie is The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951, directed by Robert Wise, who also, by the way, directed The Sound of Music.
I was going to say, that sounded familiar. And what a different movie. This is nothing like The Sound of Music.
That man did so many different movies. He also worked on Citizen Kane.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't the director,
Another
obviously.
Movie we've covered
yeah.
here too.
I think he was the No, he wasn't. Was he the cinematographer? I'm embarrassed now that I'm not remembering. But anyway, it stars Michael Rennie, Patricia Neal, and Hugh Marlowe. Now, you probably don't know Hugh Marlowe,
Doesn't ring a bell.
But when Paul was co-hosting, we did All About Eve, and Hugh Marlowe had a big part in that movie.
Okay.
But he played a very, very different character.
Right,
he played kind of a jerk in this one.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, summary. An alien lands in Washington, D.C. and tells the people of Earth that they must live peacefully or be destroyed as a danger to other planets.
Okay.
Okay, before we go any further, have you ever heard of this movie?
I've heard of the title, but never seen anything about it. Now, looking back on it, that the monster or the alien robot being, that looks familiar. I think I've seen that. I was thinking maybe it's
You've seen it in my TV room.
maybe that's gotta be it. That's it.
I actually had my friends gave me one year for Christmas where you wind it up and the robot walks.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've seen that robot in my house.
I remember when I was a kid too, I had a toy that looked something similar. Not exactly like it, but I remember having a toy that was very similar
Well,
to it
it
as well.
really inspired a lot of stuff.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. So after a flying saucer lands in Washington, D.C., the United States Army quickly surrounds it, and a humanoid emerges and announces that I come in peace and with goodwill. But when he pulls out this little device, they shoot him.
Yeah.
This one nervous soldier
that
shoots him because they don't know what he's doing. They don't trust him. And that's when Gort, the robot, comes out. And quickly disintegrates all the soldiers' weapons. He doesn't kill the soldiers.
Just the weapons.
He makes their weapons disappear.
So they really do come in peace, but
Yeah.
it seems like they're also about peace too. They're not just
They're coming to warn them, to warn us.
Right.
You know, they're coming to warn us. So the alien orders Robot Gort to desist, and he explains that the broken device was a gift for the President of the United States that would have enabled him to study life on other planets. It's like, this is a gift. It's not it wasn't, you know, a weapon. It was a gift, but it did look like a weapon.
It did look like, especially because he pulled it from his side.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get
and
shot.
and those things popped out of it, and it's like, okay, that looks.
Yeah, it looks like you're about to attack.
Yeah, that looks like you're attacking. Yep. So, the alien, whose name is Klaatu.
Klaatu. As soon as he said Klaatu, bing, something in my head like, I've heard that before.
That phrase has been used in so many movies and TV shows.
Okay, not
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there is a 3-word phrase that comes up later.
Klaatu Barada Nikto.
Nikto,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Evil Dead, man. So,
Yeah. Right.
So much. Love it.
So Klaatu is taken to the Walter Reed Army Hospital, and after he has surgery, he uses a salve to quickly heal his wound, and boom, it's done. He's healed. And they're like, how did that happen? So the army is unable to get into the saucer because once the door closes, it disappears. They can't get in.
Yeah.
It's just like this sealed up thing.
Feels like pretty good technology for that time too. You know, like in terms of like the movie.
Well.
I thought I was impressed for 1951.
Yeah, they did. They did a really good job. They did a really good job. And Gort just stands outside, just like a robot.
And he's like
like a robot. I mean, like a statue is what I meant.
Statue,
yeah.
Right. He does not move.
Silent, unmoving,
Right.
just standing there. So Klaatu tells the president's secretary, Mr. Harley, that he has a message that must be delivered to all the world's leaders all at once, all simultaneously. And he says, well, in the current world situation, that's impossible. And he says, so Klaatu decides he's going to spend time among the ordinary humans to better understand their unreasoning suspicions and attitudes, as he puts it.
Okay.
Harley says no, and Klaatu remains locked in his hospital room. So Klaatu escapes and stays in a boarding house using the name Mr. Carpenter, adopted from a dry cleaner's suit tag.
Clever.
Among the residents are young widow Helen Benson, and that's Patricia Neal, and her son Bobby. Helen's boyfriend, Tom Stevens, becomes really jealous of this guy. Mm-hmm. He's like, what's going on with this guy? That's you, Marlowe. He's like, what's going on? Yeah. So Bobby takes Klaatu on a tour of the city, including a visit to his father's grave at the Arlington National Cemetery. Klaatu learns that most of the dead are soldiers killed in wars, and they also visit the Lincoln Memorial. And when Klaatu asks Bobby, who is the greatest living person, Bobby suggests Professor Barnhart, who is and he's a scientist.
Right.
He's a scientist. So they go visit his house, but he's not home. And Klaatu sees that Professor Bernhardt's blackboard is covered with these equations in an attempt to solve the three-body problem, whatever that is. And by the way, apparently that was a real mathematical equation.
Really?
Yeah,
It wasn't just a bunch of random numbers
so
and signs.
Klaatu picks up a chalk and adds to it, and then when the housekeeper comes in, he's like, just tell him this is where he can contact me. Well, that evening, a government agent escorts Klaatu to Barnhart, and Klaatu tells Barnhart that the people of other planets are concerned about Earth's possible aggression now that humanity has developed rockets and and atomic power.
There you go.
And he's telling him, he's like, if my message is ignored, Earth could be eliminated because you're becoming a danger to the rest of the universe.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
So he agrees to gather scientists from around the world at the saucer, and he also suggests that Klaatu peacefully demonstrates the power that he possesses beforehand. Okay.
I like that. I like the well.
I was just going to ask you, what are you thinking at this point?
I'm liking it. I'm in. I'm 100% in. I like where this is going. I think it's done really well. Yeah, it's interesting.
I think the acting is really good too.
Sure.
And we'll get into that also in a minute. So he returns to his spaceship, unaware that little Bobby is following him. So Bobby watches as Gort knocks out 2 soldiers so Klaatu can re-enter the saucer. Then Bobby runs home and tells Helen, his mom, and she doesn't believe him. But Tom is suspicious, her boyfriend. He's like, I don't know about this.
Well, he also had that diamond in his pocket too, right? He had a diamond or something that he finds. And that was a little strange, like to have this diamond, which comes back later as well.
Yeah. Klaatu learns that. Well, okay, no. This is when the day the Earth stood still actually happens. The next day, for a half an hour, starting at 12 noon, all electrical equipment on Earth stops working.
This was the demonstration.
This is the day the Earth stood still.
That's it. I was just going to ask, why did they name it that? That's why. The demonstration. Everything just shuts down.
Yeah.
Everything shuts down for the day.
Except hospitals,
airplanes
and police stations.
I like that too because, like they said, they're really there for peace. I like that they carefully thought of those things. Right? They didn't just shut everything down. But there were some, I don't know, everything electrical, even gas-powered stuff too, though. Which is not electrical, it's gas-powered.
But cars stopped running.
Oh, that's true. They do.
Everything stopped.
Anything mechanical.
Yeah, anything mechanical stopped. But like I said, except for hospitals and aircraft, aircraft.
The intention is not to kill anyone or hurt anybody.
No, they don't want to hurt anybody.
The power and just say, hey, we're serious about this. This could really happen.
We're just trying to send you a message.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we're just trying to send you a message.
Beware.
So Klaatu learns that Bobby watched him the previous night, and then he visits Helen at work and reveals what he's been doing. And she asks that, he asks that, please don't betray me. And Helen asks Tom to keep Klaatu's identity secret, but he is a jerk, refuses to listen, and he's already in process of alerting the military.
Yeah.
So Helen and Klaatu rush to Bernhardt's home. They hope that Bernhardt can hide Klaatu until the meeting that evening. Klaatu tells Helen that if anything should happen to him, she must go to Gort and say, Klaatu Barada Nikto.
She remembered it pretty well, too. I would have to write that down.
It's really funny. Patricia Neal, when she's making this movie, she thought it was hilarious. And she said every day filming, it was hard as hell to keep a straight face.
Really?
She thought this is nuts.
Ridiculous.
No one's going to fall for this stuff.
Okay.
She had no idea it was going to be so iconic and famous.
Oh.
She said, I had no idea it was going to be, like this.
Right, in the retrospect.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, the Robot Hall of Fame describes this phrase as one of the most famous commands in science fiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Frederick S. Clark of Cinémastique called it the most famous phrase ever spoken by an extraterrestrial.
Even E.T. phone home? Really?
Oh, even more than that. Even
wow.
more than that.
That's saying something.
So the army tracks them in their taxi. Klaatu is shot and killed.
I was surprised by that. Like, this is a main character.
Yeah.
She's going to shoot him?
They shot him and killed him.
Wow.
They moved his body to a nearby police station cell. Helen rushes to the saucer and says her phrase, Klaatu Barada Nikto, to Gort. Gort retrieves Klaatu's body and revives him inside the saucer, although Klaatu tells Helen, this is only temporary.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be around for long, but I'm only around long enough to send my message.
Right, right.
So she leaves the spaceship with Klaatu and Gort, joining Dr. Barnhart among the other gathered scientists. And Klaatu tells the scientists gathered outside that an interplanetary organization has created a police force of invincible robots like Gort. And he said, quote, in manners of aggression, we have given them absolute power over us, Klaatu concludes. Your choice is simple. Join us and live in peace, or pursue your present course and face obliteration.
Wow.
We shall be waiting for your answer, and then Klaatu and Gort depart in the saucer.
And that's how it ends?
That's how it ends.
So I like the ending because it's open-ended. It's like,
Yeah.
And we know, being humans living on Earth our entire lives,
Yeah.
we know what we are capable of, and that it's
Don't
not.
we, though?
It's not pretty. It's not.
It ain't pretty at all.
Not pretty at all.
And it's not getting prettier.
It's not
but
getting
anyway,
any better, right? You think we learn, but it just doesn't.
You think we would?
History,
or you think they
continues to
would?
repeat
But
itself.
anyway,
But not just that. I think it's getting worse, especially with technology, and even since then. I mean, we already showed what we were capable of with the atomic bomb in Japan, and the fact now that there are so many other countries that are also nuclear armed. It's I'm actually surprised that no one's used it on anyone else yet. And I think it's only a matter of time before we just find a way to kill ourselves.
I
hate
think
to
you're
say
right.
that, but
I hate to say
sucks,
it.
but
yeah, I hate to say it, but I agree. I can't believe how fast we're going through this. This is a really quick episode. We're just trying to get through this so we can party and play games.
Is that what this is about?
Yeah, that's what it's about. Okay. So it was remade in 2008 with Keanu Reeves.
I'll have to see that one.
And he played.
I will see
and
that.
and I'll say, he did. Keanu Reeves is a good actor.
I like almost everything he's in.
Almost everything.
Almost everything.
Yeah, he did a good job, but I just love the original.
I love him too. And this original, I gotta say, I was impressed. I wasn't expecting much because it's from 1951.
Yeah,
but I think it delivered. I think it really delivered.
And it's got staying power.
I would say so too. Yeah,
it's got staying
power. So
power.
you think even minus all the nostalgia, you still would watch it and say, you know what, it still holds up.
Oh, I've got it on disc.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
I get it.
Locke Martin was the doorman at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood.
He's the guy who played Gort, right?
He's the guy who played Gort. He was 7 feet tall. However, he was not really a strong man, and he couldn't actually carry Patricia Neal. So he had to be aided by wires.
What? Really?
And actually, there was a lightweight dummy in his arms. It wasn't her.
Oh, wow.
7
foot and couldn't carry 110 pounds?
Yeah, and also he had difficulty with the Gort suit, and he could only stay in it for like about a half an hour at a time, and then
maybe
he had to get
that's
out of
why
it.
they just had him stand there still for the longest time.
Yeah, he couldn't handle
right,
it.
A statue of him.
Like I said, Patricia Neal was unaware during the filming that the film would turn out so well, and she just assumed it was going to be one of those then current trashy flying saucer movies that were all out back then. And like I said, she had a difficult time keeping a straight face while staring, especially the Barada.
Right. The saying wasn't.
Yeah.
She didn't think it would. Well, there's no way of knowing. And look at it now.
Oh yeah, and it's still famous. You know, I love this. The Army. They showed the Army the script, and they refused to cooperate after they read it. They're like, "We're not having any part of this."
What?
They were like, "No, you're making us look bad, so we're not doing this." So the studio approached the National Guard, and they had no qualms about seeing the Army depicted in a less than flattering light.
Right.
They gladly offered their cooperation. It was really funny. Critics: Stephen D. Gradanis from Decent Films wrote, "More thoughtful and restrained than most sci-fi of the period. The Day the Earth Stood Still has aged better than almost all of its peers."
Okay, yeah.
Bill Weber from Slant Magazine said, "Iconic from the get-go."
Wow, okay.
And I agree. I agree. One more. David Parkinson from Radio Times. Wise, the director Robert Wise, slickly blends the docudramatic and the melodramatic without ever lapsing into pomposity or hysteria.
Wow, well thought. I like that.
Well said. The IMDb score is 7.7. And once again, I'm a man of the critics. Rotten Tomatoes, tomato meter, 95%.
Yeah.
Popcorn meter, that's the audience, 87%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, still high marks, though.
Still not bad. Still not bad. So, would you recommend this?
Yeah, man, I would. I liked it, even for its time. Like you said, I think it still holds up, and that's saying a lot. You know, there's been a lot of alien movies since then. Some are a lot better, but this one I think is kind of one that kind of set the stage for, hey, there can be a high quality sci-fi movie, and this one definitely fits the bill for that.
Yeah, I just said, hey, baby, my dog is in my lap. Sorry.
Hey, baby.
But yes, I agree. It's a movie that I've gone back to many, many times. Like I say, I own it on disc.
Right.
I've gone back to it many times over the years and shared it with lots of friends.
I'm not too familiar with other movies around this era that are similar to this. Like a lot of the ones they were mentioning that weren't nearly as good. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
In terms of like this one is a step ahead.
Oh, this one is very much above a lot of them that came out
quality,
around there.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I without a doubt,
Right.
which is why I asked you to watch it.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
Okay, good deal.
Okay, so we both recommend this movie.
For sure.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
enjoyed it very much.
Awesome. Okay. Well, folks, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, wherever you get your pods. And wherever you get your pods, please subscribe to us and leave a rating. Hopefully a high one, but if not, it's okay. Let us know what you want to see instead. It helps people find us. And by the way, let me just say, I've already shared this with you.
Yeah.
But on Spotify, last year, our listeners grew 63%.
Wow, wait.
We have so everybody who's listening, thank you so much. This is so
Okay.
awesome.
So we went from 2 listeners to 3 listeners.
Yes, yes. It's amazing. No,
actually,
from
that's 33.
From 2 to 4.
2 to 4. 2 to 5. Woo! Hey, we'll take it. We will take it.
So please contact
that's
us.
great.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next episode, which we are recording in just a few minutes.
Right. I hope you watched it.
I'm really, it's your choice. It's from 1995,
Right.
Starring Leonardo DiCaprio. The Basketball Diaries. The minute you said this, I'm like, oh, a sports movie.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like it. There is some basketball in it, but it's definitely not the theme of the movie.
Well,
so.
folks, listen in, and
won't.
we'll talk about that in our next episode. But until then, I'm Jay Bullington,
And I'm Keith Carcino.
and y'all will hear from us very soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.